pretty short blurb. He said that one of the bigger investors wanted to do something, and he wanted to do something else, and he said he had the board and the leadership team all in favor of what he wanted to do, but the big investor had other ideas, and it ended up where he left. That's because you could read a lot.
Yeah.
This is co-founder stayed. Different to avoid that in the future.
That's an excellent way to go about it.
Let's see what he says.
That's an excellent way to go about it, because it gives him, it doesn't point any fingers.
Right.
You're not making any assumptions.
You could answer in a way that negative impact from an investor, because it's not uncommon where, okay, you bring in outside investors because you need money, and eventually you bring in private equity, and so the co-founders no longer have majority share, but they still have a big stake. Private equity is, their objective is to make money, which the co-founders should be also make. It's not uncommon. The co-founders are so passionate that they want to do something that isn't necessarily financially the best thing to do. Try out investing in a new ski, or just focus on high-end skis or something like that versus something for the masses.
I also find that quite often the person that started the company, like you said, and they have more long-term vision, where a venture capitalist, he could be in it just for, if he sees an opportunity for a short-term gain and out, then he'll push for that. Whereas, the owner might say, no, let's take less profitable for the next 5 years, because 10 years out, then it'll really be profitable.
I also suspect probably price took a massive dip after the IPO, which is not uncommon. But it really hasn't done anything in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I could see that, though. I mean, there's so many people getting into the ski-making market that it kind of diluted it.
Well, their niche was to have that carbon, kind of a carbon, the insides has a carbon layer, and really focusing on the top end. He's an avid skier, so then all the big names started making it, so all of a sudden they weren't as unique anymore. I've never skied on DPS skis, so I don't.
I haven't either.
I get big reviews, but never personally tried it.
he's pretty creative though. I mean, he's got some good ideas and he figures out how to get it going. It takes a lot of initiative.
Yeah. I mean, I was carving 3D printing of things like bike shoes and ski boots. And, I mean, not only is it going to give a better fit, but one of the biggest challenges he said with DPS is you got to go to the shop and you're trying to get the shops to start running your skis. Well, the shops pull something else out. They don't have any shelf space. You're just like, okay, what ski am I going to pull out to put yours in? Well, to put in an apparatus that can take a 3D view of your foot. I mean, they could stow it in the back room. It's only this big.
Yeah.
Bring it out. And then fancy bike shoe fitters. So it doesn't take up an inventory. And then you don't have to buy in inventory early in the season and then sell out all this stuff at the end of the season. Manufacturing the van, like retailers.
Yeah. I agree with you.